Good morning. Nick Markey here, physical therapist and online fitness coach, going on my nice morning daily walk here with my buddy Snickers. Want to talk about today are what non-negotiables do you have set in your life? And what I mean by non-negotiables is something or some things that are sort of your highest priorities. So, maybe another way to say it, you could say, what are your core values? And ultimately, what are the things that are the most important thing in your life? So for me, I list out my core values as my family, freedom, kind of / security. I think those kind of go slightly hand in hand. And the word I like to use is like being a provider. So helping others. Anyways, so a non-negotiable could definitely be related to that. Something that you don't allow other things to hinder. So let's use some examples. If, health is obviously important, then a non-negotiable might be that I take a daily walk, no matter how long that walk is, but I do it. If the family time, is a non-negotiable, you might have, I turn my phone off or I keep it in the other room, during certain hours. And for, entrepreneurs, it's very important to set up these non-negotiables, because we probably have a tendency to basically work from the time we wake up to the time we go to bed. With, to be honest, in most cases, really not really a ton more benefit from working that much, right? We think we are. It's almost like we stay busy to keep our mind assured that we're doing everything we can, but then you never feel like you're doing enough, right? So non-negotiables are important in order for you to stay healthy mentally and physically. And as we talked about, those are one and the same as humans. And what I tend to recommend people do is set simple process goals around those non-negotiables. So, for instance, for me, so let's look at just my personal life. I want to improve my family time, okay? So a process goal that I'm setting around that non-negotiable is, that I will put my phone down, after I'm trying to shoot for 6:30 to 7. So my laptop's closed, my phone is down after that time. It's kind of around dinner time. And then after that, I'm focused just on the family and kids. Okay. So it's more of a simple, attainable goal, just one objective. You put your phone down after this time and then you're done. Okay. Because it relates to my non-negotiable of spending, time with my family that isn't, what's the best word? I guess disrupted, right? So another personal goal would be, health, and that kind of relates back to my core value of being freedom and secure, because the healthier I am, the more options I get in my life in terms of, what I can do, right? So I look at it like an insurance policy. I'm increasing my chances of I'm reducing my chances of having, catastrophic health events that then really limit my freedom and security, limit my ability to move around as I see fit and do whatever I want. Okay. So for me, a non-negotiable would be I do my daily walk with my dog. So it's kind of important for her too. And and it's easy to kind of skip things like that. But I just, say, no, we're going to do at least a 15-minute walk every morning. And then another non-negotiable for, my bone and muscle strength is I need to do at least 15 minutes of, a lifting workout. So again, I set the goals pretty small, attainable, so that I know I can accomplish it, and then I don't feel like there's just this daunting task that I have to get done. Some business goals, let's say. Okay, so I'm working on growing my online fitness coaching, right? So a non-negotiable for that is to continue to spread the word, right? So one of the ways I do that is doing a Facebook Live every day, just talking about a topic, talking about myself, whatever it is, in order to keep educating, my audience about who I am, what I do, because people ultimately buy from people they know, like, and trust, right? So, and then I also write a daily email. So again, I spend about 15 minutes writing a daily email to my email list. I do posts, I do at least a post or two on Facebook. Generally, I also cross-post those to the other platforms as well. Because it's all free advertisement, basically, right? And when people are ready, they'll reach out. So kind of those are like the small things I do each day. And so they make me less likely to feel overwhelmed, right? Less likely to feel overwhelmed. But then they're also addressing some non-negotiables in my life, right? I guess the business one, I'd say the business one, it's its own non-negotiable. Morning. So, what you should do, if you haven't already, is write down, maybe what are your non-negotiables in your life, relating to you and yourself and your health, your family, and maybe even some business type non-negotiables. And then set up a few simple process goals, really small attainable things that you can do each day to work on that. And just focus on the consistency. Okay? Well, I think that's probably good for this topic for now. If you do need any sort of help in terms of online fitness coaching, whether you're dealing with pain or injury, you could always just drop a comment here or shoot me a direct message, and we can have a conversation and figure out what you may need and if it makes sense to take me on as your coach. All right. I hope you have a wonderful Thursday, and let me know what you think, and I'll see you around. Peace.